Okay, I have a confession. TikTok made me do it. 1 minute I was scrolling, minding my business, and the next I'm 47 videos deep in Wig Talk. Somehow this happened. So it all started with this one creator showing off this meltdown lace install. It was flawless. Edges, undetectable, confidence through the roof. Then the algorithm said, "Oh, you like that?" and threw me another wig video and another one and another one and another one. And now suddenly I'm convinced that I need to reinvent myself with a new hair era. I mean, it's just one wig for research purposes. And that's how I ended up spending $46 at 2 a.m. on this beautiful synthetic wig. And by the way, I typically hate synthetic wig. So kudos to these black girls on TikTok selling us on these synthetic wigs. Let's get into it.
So this wig is by Outre. It's the Ultra Lace wig with melted hairline in the color Deep Mocha Cinnamon. I will link it below if you decide to purchase it. So this is how the parting space looks. You get a good amount of parting space. The lace is a light brown color. It is kind of harsh, but once you cut it off, it's definitely manageable. So I'm going to use some my Laura Mercier press powder just to make the part a little bit more darker and for it to blend a little bit more well with my skin tone. So I put on a wig cap and now I'm going to place the wig on my head. Now the wig comes with elastic band as well as the traditional adjusting band at the back of the wig. And it's more of a T-shaped or T-part wig. So you could only really part it in the middle, or if you wanted a side part, kind of shift the wig to the side. So this is how it looks on my head. I'm going to take a scissor and begin to cut the lace off. So this is me attempting to cut it in a zigzag pattern, but I realized afterwards that I didn't cut off enough lace, and I do not glue my wigs down. I like glueless wigs, so I like to remove the entire lace. I like to get it close to the hairline as possible because I have no intentions of gluing down the lace at any point because I have sparse edges and I like to keep the edges that I have. So I'm strictly glueless. Me taking it off my head and holding it in my hand to make sure that I'm cutting as close to the hairline as possible without cutting any of the hair off. So I would change my wig cap to a light brown wig cap. So for the part to look more realistic, it's best to have a lighter wig cap instead of the black wig cap that I had before. And this is what I had on deck. So you make do with what you have. So I'm going to plop the wig back on my head, and I'm going to adjust it accordingly. So don't make it too tight, just, enough, because sometimes wigs, if you put it too tight, it'll actually start giving you a headache and it start hurting your head. So now this is me adjusting the wig and the wig cap so there's not like a line of demarcation. So if you want a more bouncy, feathery look, because the wig does come tightly curled, you definitely want to rake your fingers through it to give it that more layered look. Now I'm going to use a dark brown eyebrow pencil to make the part more defined. So I don't want the part to be too wide, and with this lighter wig cap, it shows sparse areas. So I'm just going to fill in those sparse areas so that the parting can be precise and not too wide. Now, this is me just in a happy mood. I love everything about this wig. When I looked into this wig, it came in several different colors. The wig came in the traditional 1B, 2, 4, but they had a blonde color. They had this color. So there are several colors that you can buy in this wig if you have a preference on your color. And I wish that I could find this color in human hair form. So if you know of any brand that's selling this in this color, this length, that is human hair, please let a sister know because I will pay the price for it. This is just a perfect color for the fall. Also, I usually do not cut off the excess hair tab. So there's always like extra hair at the side. I don't cut it off because I feel like it'll fray the lace and the longevity. It'll cause issues with the longevity of the hair. So I usually just tuck it under the wig. So I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what is in your TikTok cart because I have a whole bunch of things that's in my TikTok cart. So I'm Mrs. G for Mrs. G's Living. Peace. We are out. Bye. Lead me on, but leave before the morning comes. Even though it's what we